Hi, I'm an Australian guy living here in Belarus, and today I want to talk about the ultra important topic of red flags. Because if you're dating a fair bit, you have some options in terms of your love life, whether it's here in Belarus or elsewhere. You need to be brutally efficient in screening girls. You don't want to be caught up with a girl for months, even years, just to find out that she's some kind of narcissistic nutcase. So I want to run through some really good red flags today. Really efficient red flags, right? You don't need weeks to determine this. This stuff's like this, and it's all on her Instagram. She gives away a lot more than she realizes through her Instagram, especially in this part of the world where there's a real portion of girls here that are super image conscious in a way that in the West we just can't kind of vibe with. We just don't get the mentality of some of the girls here. It's a very narrow, kind of narcissistic, it's like they're stuck in high school. That's a feeling of a lot of girls here. Even they get into their 30s, some can still behave like this. It's quite crazy. So let me run you through a few of these things. Imagine a scenario. You're in a bar, just waiting for your bro. A couple of cute girls there, strike up a conversation. How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Maybe 10 minutes in, oh yeah, they're pretty cool. Your friend shows up, you want to leave. You're like, okay, hey, I'll grab your Telegram or WhatsApp or Viber, whatever. And she's like, oh, Instagram. That's one massive Krasny flag, right? Big red flag there. Because what it translates to around 85 to 90% of the time is that she wants a new follower. And what happens then is that you click follow, she clicks follow back, then you might like hit her up with a message, hey, what's up, nice to meet you, see you later, something. Now what most of these girls do, and you might not believe this, because this is so embarrassingly pea-brained, is that these girls will then unmatch you because they're really motivated to get a lot more followers as compared to people that they're following to try to like jazz up their image as if they're some kind of Instagram model and everyone loves their exciting lifestyle, right? So this is the mentality of girls here. Now, of course, you can confirm this because you can simply look at their profile. Do they have 800 followers and maybe like only 100 or 200 followings? If so, you've pretty much confirmed the kind of girl they are. So these two red flags kind of go together. And again, even if you don't get her Instagram in the first situation, it's a good idea to swap messages on Telegram or Viber, whatever, and then get her Instagram a bit later, just to work out what she's about. Now, of course, this is ironic because she's busy trying to beef up her followers, right? As if someone's interested in her stupid photos at Fabric Restaurant, the same as every other girl does, the same clothes as every other girl, the same poses as every other girl, the same everything, as if anyone could care. You could just make AI Instagram profiles for some of the girls here. Now, the reason this is really interesting in Belarus is because there's a big portion of girls living in a Minsk who are like this. Now, there's also a big portion of girls who are not like this, thank God, but you want to work these girls out quickly. They're so vacuous, so self-absorbed, and they're just, I've just got this term in my head, pea-brained. That's how it feels to me. Like, очень просто, right? Very simple, stuck in this kind of, 14-year-old high school, I'll show those bitches that I'm the most popular girl and this kind of stuff. This is the mentality, and if you come from the West, this stuff is so it's just cringy, it's embarrassing, etc. But again, if you're going to bars and meeting girls in this kind of way, these are the girls that mainly go to bars, right? So this is what they're going to be. Hi, how are you? So yeah, this is super ironic because they're trying to pretend that they're some kind of model, but we know they're pretending, and now they seem like an idiot. Like it has the exact opposite, or it tells us the exact opposite of what they're trying to portray. So that's a good one for this part of the world. All right, third red flag. Look at their photos. Just scroll them. Scroll the first. You got like 3 photos across, right? Go down 10 rows, 30 photos. More than 80% of the photos of her alone, doing some stupid pea-brain pose with her leg out, some famous monument, blah, 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 blah. Always different kind of sexualized poses, sexualized outfits, but they're always her alone. If so, she sees herself as a very marketable object. Yeah? And she's using Instagram to market herself and increase her value. She's probably in the sphere of some influencer who tells girls how to do this and increase their value. But of course, what they're telling you is that they're narcissistic, pea-brained, self-absorbed idiots. And this will come across weeks down the track, months, even years down the track, when you start to put the pieces together that, oh shit, she doesn't really love me. It's just for convenience, or it's just for her because that's her best choice at this time, you know? So that's the whole point of a red flag, is to dig into these kind of personality traits. And if she's got all those photos on her own, and again, these Instagram profiles start looking like AI generated crap, right? They're just kind of all very similar, same poses, same places, same clothes, etc., etc. If she has this, and a lot of girls will have 100% of their photos alone, acting like they're some kind of model, claiming to be some kind of, I don't know, something. They'll often have in their bio, they're some kind of coach or, 22-year-old life coach, this kind of stuff, right? This stuff can happen as well, but focus on the photos. Scroll. It'll take you 3 seconds to determine this red flag. So then what do you do, my friend? Because these girls are often quite attractive. They're quite kind of flirty and socially able, but remember, when it comes to charm, charisma, this kind of stuff, it's usually in the realm of narcissism. Yeah, these girls are self-absorbed. They're not nice to you because they like you or because they're nice. They're being nice and friendly and sociable to get stuff from people. Yeah, these girls are deeply narcissistic. They will never bond with you properly. They will not make a good girlfriend. They will not make a good wife. Yes, they're alluring because they often present themselves in a very sexual way. But these girls are incredibly destructive. And if you see these signs in a girl, delete immediately. Yeah? If you're like, hey, give us your Telegram, I'm going to go now, and she says, oh, let's make an Instagram, and you're like, oh, massive red flag, open the Instagram, check the following count, scroll 10 photos, and just say, it's okay, thanks, I changed my mind, you're not suitable for me, yeah, see you later. Don't waste your time, don't waste her time, get out, you know the future. Now, of course, the whole world is kind of going towards a more image-based culture. Younger girls in capital cities are becoming more and more like this, or at least more of them are becoming like this. It's still relatively rare in the West, thank goodness, but here in Belarus, man, inner city Minsk, you want to go to a bar on Zabitskaya, these are the girls you're going to find, man. They're self-obsessed, and their Instagrams confirm all of your worst thoughts. All right, I love these red flags, these Instagram red flags, because they're so easy. You can just determine a girl's part of her deep psyche really quickly and save yourself a lot of trouble. If you're curious about this kind of content, I've written a detailed red flag book that goes through all of my best red flags. These are super efficient. Yeah, definition of efficiency, you can pick them really quickly. You don't need to know it for weeks or months or years. Little things, little telltale signs about her that she says, does, the way she looks, the way she acts, little phrases she uses, all this stuff can indicate so much more. So do check out my website, marriedinminsk.com.